Being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception. But this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Nashville. No crease here as he's past the 30. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Ready?
That's complete to Downs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it, got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Let's go. Alert! Alert! Check go.
They'll run on first down. Tatum. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Titans at 9-7 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll keep it on the ground. Tatum trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Titans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Will Anderson. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Street. Track 60. Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage, got right into his route, and the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Chigaconkro, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Stroud. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game. Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate. Throwing on 2nd and long. Stroud. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive. And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. That is caught, and he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. These two teams, they met in Houston earlier in the season with the Texans coming out on top. So a win here in Nashville would give them the season series. 2nd and 10.
Here we go, let's go.
Here goes Stroud again. And it's intercepted. And the Titans are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Go!
Throwing to start the drive. Chandler. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. You look at the defense for these Texans. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
They've established themselves pretty well throughout this season. But, boy, what a competitive group of people. They do not like that ranking they have now because they think that they're better, and they're out to prove it again in this game.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Now a handoff up the middle. Tatum, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Off play action. Chandler. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to 4th down. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From the 23, here's the 2nd down and 9. And Stroud now to throw. That one complete. It's tapped down.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Stroud looking to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly, but not.
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Kevin Farley.
And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Tatum. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here we go, set.
They'll keep it on the ground. Tatum. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Let's go now.
5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
Now, that was a designed run. Now, remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
Ready?
They'll run on first down. Tatum.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Let's go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got a man. It's taken in for the Titans touchdown. And now Mitchell from 17 yards out.
And the Titans go up by 2 touchdowns.
That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Out the side. Hot.
On first down, trailer. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Now Stroud.
Throw left side complete. That's Alvarez. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
Throwing now is Stroud.
Throws right side, and that's complete. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
Here we go.
They'll try the left side. Trailer. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
All right.
Stroud to throw it.
They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Titans are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Throwing to start the drive. Chandler, and it's complete to Mitchell. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
They go play action here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check, 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 check.
Back to throw. Chandler. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Back to throw again.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. He's going to let this go for the end zone. That's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there. 38 yards. And the Titans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Stroud. Flushed out right. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Stroud. His throw incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here we go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stroud over the middle. He gets it to Collins. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Texans first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Stroud will look to throw once more. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Alvarez. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Play action. Here's Stroud. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down. Again, it's Stroud. Escaping the pressure right. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. C.J. Stroud taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Texans are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
19 tight.
Back to throw. Chandler. Got Dobbs over the middle. And they get him down before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. They'll run on first down. Tatum. He's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he's got some space here. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
60 Bison. Check go.
On first down, Tatum. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Here we go, Shaq.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Ready. Trap 60. Ready.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Touchdown! Chigga with a 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Titans add 6 to their lead. Well, partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air. And that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Stroud working out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. A shotgun snap to Stroud. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't ready up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Stroud and company going for it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
He finds his man, complete. It's Alvarez. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 19. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a give, right side. Trailer. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. C.J. Stroud. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2. Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. He's made plenty of plays throughout this game, pressing the ball downfield to the tune of 4 touchdown passes. We're shooting for a 5th there. That one came up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Here we go. Here we go.
Up the middle they go. Tatum. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 19 and a first down.
I know we're in the era of wide open football, a lot of spread formations, more space. But there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Come on, set.
That's complete to Dobbs. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line. Ready? Cougar 19.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Texans are right back in this football game.
2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Stroud. The interception was a great starting point, but now they lead points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
All right. Nike Texas.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And Stroud now to throw.
He's going to float this over the middle deep.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points.
but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 30. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff up the middle. Trailer. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Stroud out of the gun here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. And he's going to go back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Alvarez. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the gun on 3rd down. Chandler. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they will score. Pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for 2.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Stroud. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Boy, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And they take a knee.
Let's go now.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory.